These two just had a fight just now. I'm in the Moldrax's arena. And now they're getting a bit of a rematch. As two gladiators clash again in the center. Gonna be the Lightning Lasso, but I think it was pretty DR versus Jesus as he did get stunned up by the Earth Elemental. Gonna be either going for the double grips onto Skye. Skye tried to drop down the stun totem, and Jesus just to keep the suns rolling a little bit more while as he's getting yoinked back in. It's going to be interrupted by the pet with the stun to follow Skye under a ton of pressure. Is it going to be low on health? Got himself a massive Earth Shock for Jesus. He does end up catching up with a lot of that runic power to catch up back and heals. And Skye just AFKs and ends up getting healed with that Earth Shield. He has to be running the Restoration Legendary for the Earth Shield. He's just gotta be. That thing just doing so much passive healing. It is incredible. Skye trying to land a Lava Burst versus Jesus, and is gonna get yoinked with an interrupt. Wall is up for Skye from the Earth Elemental as their own wall is down, as they're trying to get some more Lava Bursts in. Could always go, and this is going to be rotating into the Fire Elemental as the Earth Elemental wall is going to be down. This is going to be Sky Fury Totem. I think getting focused down by Jesus. Skye does get himself the Zappy. That's going to be big damage onto Jesus. Does back up out of there. Going to be sacrificing his spend, summoning a fresh new one. He's under a ton of pressure. Could potentially be AMS. Maybe a little below health. Oh, AMS is going to try to get himself Flesh Cut. Maybe an interrupt by Skye. Does get it pretty late. And it's going to be able to burn. It looks like AMS, I think, falling off. Flesh Cut actually get him burnt through very, very quickly. Big Earth Shock, but Jesus does continue to get procs of Spell Warden. Knocked back by Skye as the Army of the Dead joins in. Quick interrupt on the fire from the pet. And that's going to be a stun on all the pets from Jesus. Is getting themselves a quick Mind Freeze onto that Lava Burst. But that's going to be a Flesh Cut for free for Skye. Trying to land a Hex on Jesus as he does go for a bit of catch up with that runic power. Big Earth Shock slams ground around Jesus, just trying to bury him, but the DK is stalwart. He ain't going nowhere. Sky Fury down. Jesus is gonna, looks like Chain of Ice onto the Shaman, just like, you stay there. I'm gonna kill your tone real quick. Skye, I think he just didn't have any kind of big setup with that Sky Fury. I think he needs a big Primordial, a Lava Burst setup, drop Sky Fury, zap, or try to see if he can get himself Stonekeeper, then drop everything down. Jesus getting the stun into Skye for just a second, exchanging Primordial Bolts. My camera getting caught in the corner, and Lightning Lasso not going to be keeping this DK down. He got IBF to break out of that Lasso. Skye under a bit of pressure, and one interrupt, one grip, one stun, but Jesus could eliminate Skye out of this arena. As Skye does catch himself a heal in between, but still unable to recover fully on health. Wall should keep him pretty tanky. Sky Fury Totem is down, and Jesus is just gonna back up out of that completely. If Skye himself, good Primordial setup. With Sky Fury, he could be doing a lot of damage here. Jesus does end up kiting out the Elite Shaman. Light Lasso to keep the pressure rolling, and Jesus is gonna be backing up out of there. Does he have another Flesh Cut? Every time he backs up, like the only reason a DK would be backing out is maybe like line of sighting for TDs, or trying to get a Flesh Cut behind the corner. Grippy hand is up. He's trying to see if he can maybe get himself the Army of the Dead in just a few moments. It's going to be seconds away. It's going to be yoinking Skevo back in. Skevo at no health whatsoever. Tried to Flesh Carve through it, getting interrupted. Oh, and it's going to be clobbered down. Took him a little bit of time, but Jesus did end up working the Shaman down after a while. So we are going to be able to get Team 2 a little bit of variety on the boys that can play. And Jesus is going to be behind the pillar. Ballas is going to be up next. Ballas playing out the normal Felguard Warlock. I really like Ballas trying to go for like the Shadow build with a Succubus / Incubus. And I would like to see him do something like that in the future again. I think there's some potential with it, especially with the Lego of the Necrolord Covenant. It could be really, really good. Mordecai Ascend on Jesus with a Tyrant joining in. Going to be quite a bit of damage. Going to be yoinked by Jesus as Ballas trying to go for a Decimating Bolt. That Tyrant is just shredding right through the anti-magic shell, and those pets are just shredding straight into the Hellbar of Jesus. Does get himself a little bit of runic power for a few Death Strikes, but he does run out of resources very quickly, and the resources are not as valuable anymore with 34% dampening. No interrupt for Ballas. Had to wait out until Reflect was gone before Jesus could really stop Ballas at all. Decimating Bolts are crashing into the DK. Does have enough runic power to heal right through it. Ballas with that wall, getting the stuns back to back on one another. Jesus is super low health at nothing at all. Lichborn got himself a death pack. Can't really even heal too much for it. I don't really know why he Lichborn at that point. Maybe for 10% damage reduction with the conduit. There's more Decimating Doom Bolts are crashing into him. The pets are just shredding right through. Can't heal for a while. IBF is just trying to give himself the most amount of healing possible. Mordecai, Demon Bolts, twice, 3 times, but he's still alive. He's going to get a grip into Ballas. Death Strikes just to leech whatever hell he can, but Ballas is going to send the Demon Dog as they collapse together on top of him. All Dread bite at once and take a huge chunk out of the DK. As Boss is going to be fighting versus Archie, is going to be quick Sunder with a stone totem, as Archie got some wolves of his own. He got some doggers of his own, and Ballas at no health behind the pillar, just getting blasted out with an LE blast, as Archie needs to speed up these duels, needs to hurry up before the dampener goes in way too high. He needs to take these boys out just with enough dampener to be able to continue to roll into the next duel and the next wall. Well, Archie, does he get stunned by the does he get stunned by Remorseless Witcher? Is it normal Witcher for Demon Frost? He does get it, but I guess it took him a second. Maybe Archie was able to shake it off somehow, maybe with a sprint. Quick Sunder onto Demon Frost with a stun. Gonna be a big stun by Demon Frost onto Holy Moly as well. Why is Holy Moly getting beat up? Archie is still alive, still surrounded, still active. He's still trying to see if he can fight right through it. And Demon Frost behind the pillar with a quick flesh scaft. Archie is just gonna have to re-engage with him back up. Trying to see if he can blast through that flesh scaft. Trying to set up a big setup with a lightning bolt to follow. What covenant are you? Actually, what covenant is Archie? Is he Venthyr? Is he Necrolord? I'm not even sure what covenant this man's is anymore. He got Necrolord attire, but that doesn't... Actually, no, I think he is a Necrolord. I think this man's is a Necrolord. Knight is going to be up next. Full Wing. Seraphim is up. He got everything rolling. Wake of Ashes. Try to see if he can catch Archie. Archie needs to find a way to survive, to heal, to CC, anything, something, trying to get himself heals, but at 47% dampening is just not doing work for him. But looks like Knight was separated from Archie for just a second, trying to get this auto attack in between, trying to get whatever hits he can. Next stun could be really deadly for Archie. No mana, does get himself a flesh scaft, so he has a Necrolord stun. He's not playing Maryland, so he's CC, not immune, but it's gonna be a stun back to Knight RNG, who does use a bubble. So Archie, if he can just survive it, he does have a Paladin that's pretty exposed. Knight does use Wake of Ashes. He's getting maybe a bit of procs for Wake of Ashes and Seraphim from the pet. It's gonna be random bouts of Seraphim. If you can just have the biggest damage with this random bouts of Seraphim, might be okay. Might be an okay spot. Stun into Archie as Night King just looking to back up out of there. Playing it very, very defensive. The only defensive he's got right now is an not IBF. That's a Death Knight ability. Blessing of Protection, which would give him physical immunity, but that could be easily swatted away by Archie. He's just gonna wave his hands and it's gone. Trinket out of Knight as he gets hit with a Sunder. Gosso's joining in, and Knight could be under a lot of pressure. Big LE Blaster follow! And he got himself Seraphim. Maybe he can use a Seraphim with the versatility just to give himself a little bit more survivability. Looks like he's going to go try to heal, but at 54% dampening, there's only so much you can do. And Worried. I like the name Worried because he's a warrior, so he's always worrying. He's worried. He's a warrior. He's always worrying. I think that's what he's trying to go for. But he's going to be up next. Necrolord Fury Warrior trying to get himself a little bit extra rage. Most likely playing Reckless Abandon, which will mean that with his tier set, every time he presses Raging Blow, he has a chance to gain Recklessness. And if he's running the talent of Reckless Abandon, he gets a Reckless Abandon. It's going to be a full Raging Blow right now with the banner on top of it. Just trying to see if he can shred. Just actually, you know, said pulverize Archie. He got big maces into a fear, not letting him go anywhere. He's actually just on him like glue, not letting Archie do anything at all. Oh my god, that's just unstoppable amount of pressure. And he got a charge versus Holy Moly as he got himself full stun, resistance, stun immunity, or quick reflect versus the Mage. Mage, blink it away, leap on top, and it's going to be interrupted on Frost. Holy Moly, it's going to have to use the ult time to gain back health. Worried is playing Torment Kicking legendary, so as he uses Blade Storm, he gains Avatar. No Nova to stop Worried. I don't even know how that Nova didn't stop him. Worried is maybe should be worried about his health a little bit. Rage Regeneration is going to give him a little bit of that healing. Every time he gets Bloodthirst while the buff is up, is going to be able to get a little bit more healing, but it's 63% dampening. There's only so much you can do. Worried, can't really do much in terms of health recovery. Blizzards are going to be slowing down. Holy moly, trying to keep the pressure rolling, keeping slows onto Worried. Does have charges to catch back up to Holy Moly. And Holy is just trying not to get interrupted on Frost. Needs yet another Nova. And eventually Worried is going to be out of cooldowns. Holy moly, not going for Shatter Frostbolts. He's actually just going for a bit of, it looks like Ice Block behind the pillar to reset. I think he wants to make sure he gives himself a clean run versus Worried. As Worried is going to be back there, beating up on the Chemist Slime, getting whatever healing he can out of it. Frozen Orb around the corner with a Blizzard, and Holy trying to max out that range versus Worried. Should be able to, I think, generate enough pressure to out-whittle the Worried. I think I'm trying to figure out a way, how could Worried beat this? Because neither of them really have healing. I mean, Worried has a little bit of healing, but he really needs something to like hit on for a while. He needs to maintain double Raging Blow in order to max out his output for self-healing. if he's running the PvP talent where I think it's like Battle Trance, where if you rage and blow twice back to back, you get a little bit extra that healing output over time and regeneration. Bloodthirst needs to make sure you use it on cooldown. Maybe use that rage to offset a lot of the damage into ignore pain, which is going to be heavily reduced to 71%, dampening huge damage into holy moly. Or maybe he doesn't need healing. Maybe he just fighting with to crush holy moly. That's going to be ice block. No way to do afterwards. Oh my god. Oh whoa. This man was like, you know what? I don't need defense. I just need even bigger offense. And not Dustin is just going to get dusted unless he's got him some wings. Looks like he's going to be Dustin worried instead. Worst up for a second. Worried. Oh my goodness. That was scary amount of damn. That was absolutely terrifying amount of damage out of that warrior at the end. That was incredible. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was scary amount of damn, bro. I thought like the whole time, how is he gonna survive? How is he gonna live? Like battle of attrition, but instead he's like, you know what? I just need to wait until I can just get some movement unimpeded and just crush him.